I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Dark is the night, I can weather the storm. Never say die, I've been down this road before. I'll never quit, I'll never lay down. See, I promised myself that I never let me down. Never give up, never give in, never let a ray of doubt slip in. And if I fall, I'll never fail. I'll just get up and try again. I'll never lose hope, never lose faith. There's much too much at stake. Upon God I must depend. I'm not looking for place or show. I'm gonna win. No stopping now. Still a ways to go. Oh, some way, somehow. Whatever it takes, I know I'll never quit. No, no, I'll never go down. I'll make sure they remember my name 100 years from now. Never give up, never give in, never let a ray of doubt slip in. And if I fall, I'll never fail. I'll just get up and try again. Never lose hope, never lose faith. There's much too much at stake. Upon God I will depend. I'm not looking for place or show. I'm gonna win when it's all said and done. My once in a lifetime, we'll be back again. Now is the time to take a stand. Here is my chance. That's why I'll never give up, never give in, never let a ray of doubt slip in. And if I fall, I'll never fail. I'll just get up and try again. Never lose hope, never lose faith, and there's much too much at stake. Upon God I must depend, and I'm not looking for place or show. I'm gonna win. I'm gonna win. How can a person say that with any feeling of confidence? I can do all things in Christ who strengthens me. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. All things. Doesn't say, well, some of the time you get you there, some of the times you won't. Doesn't say that. Sometimes I'm going to be there for you, and sometimes you're on your own. Doesn't say that. Does not say that. People say that. There's a difference. We're talking about God. It does not matter how slowly you go, as long as you do not stop. Confucius, pretty smart guy. Pretty smart guy. Dizzy Dean, baseball pitcher for the St. Louis Cardinals, late 40s, early 50s, one of the famous Gas House Gang pitchers. Also became a broadcaster afterwards, and his broadcasting partner used to give him grief all the time. Because Dizzy'd be talking about all the great things that he'd done. He'd been there and he'd done that, he threw a no-hitter, and he could get this guy out, and he could get that guy out, and he's the world's greatest pitcher, and all this other kind of stuff. And finally, his broadcast partner looked at him and said, "Dude, will you please stop bragging?" And he looked at the guy and he said, "Well, it ain't bragging if you can back it up."
That's right.
Now, there is a difference between confident and cocky. And the biggest difference between the two, besides the spelling of the two words, the biggest difference is attitude. I am confident that God has my back at all times. I am confident. Now, if I'm trying to say that I am God, now there's the cocky aspect. Does not work. Does not work. Does not apply. It is good to be confident in yourself. Because I promise you, you will win. You will. You already have. That might be one of the toughest realizations that any human being ever can make. You already have. Because I know there were times that all of us have thought, no, that's not true. No, that's not true. Well, be strong and be courageous. Do not fear or be in dread of them. For it is the Lord your God who goes with you. He will not leave you or forsake you. Deuteronomy 31:6. We are never, ever alone. It's hard to remember sometimes that idea that we're never, ever alone. Because we never are. We never are. And it's hard to remember that. Because there are times of great trial and great tribulation and great suffering and great pain. And things ain't going the way they're supposed to be going. They're not going the way we think they should be going. Because we've already convinced ourselves that this is how these things are supposed to go. And they're not going that way. So what am I doing wrong? Am I not being faithful enough? Am I not being strong enough? Am I not being true to myself enough? Am I not? And we can really get wrapped up in that whole I'm not. And after about 15 or 20 years of doing that, it's amazing what comes out on the other end. Truly, truly amazing what comes out on the other end. You are good enough. You are. You already are. You are a child of God. God doesn't make junk. There's nothing wrong with you. You already are. Already. You show up on this planet, you're good enough. Even if your time on the planet is 5 minutes. Don't tell me that child that's born during birth is not good enough. Don't tell me that. Do not tell me that. That's a lie. That's not the God I am. No. We are good enough. We are good enough for each other. And we certainly are good enough for God because she made us. She must like us. God's not a puppet master. No. So what do we need to do? Confucius, take it away. The man who moves a mountain begins by carrying away small stones. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. So how do we feel that what we do matters? How do we feel confident in our abilities? How do we feel that we're worthy? How do we win? There it is. I'm going to show you that again. Pay attention, take notes if you wish. That's it. That's it. You take a step. Life doesn't happen to us. We shouldn't let it happen. We are life. We are what happens. We must engage life because it's right there waiting for us. Life is saying, come to me. Take a step. Do one thing. Do one small thing extremely well. One incredibly small thing extremely well. And then do a second. One small thing. Now I'm not talking about like changing the entire globe and changing the planet and stuff like that. Okay. When you talk about Norman Gordon and Gandhi and Martin Luther King, these people did not start off to change the world. Big world. They were very interested in changing the world that they lived in. They started with one person. And they talked to one person. And that one person says, you know what? That's a really great idea. I'm going to tell my friend. And then that person tells their friend. And the friend says, you know what? That's a really great idea. When Jesus had his 12 disciples, he didn't get all 12 of them all at once. He stepped through it. And it just kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Is there anybody in this room that doesn't think they can change the world? I hope not. Because we can. The fact that we're in it right now means we have. Already have. Don't stop. Don't stop changing the world. Unfortunately, changing the world is a 7-day-a-week job. There's no such thing as a day off. Welcome to my world. Welcome to my world. The Lord is my strength and my shield, and in him my heart trusts, and I am helped. My heart exalts, and with my song I give thanks. Yes, I do. Nelson Mandela said this, it always seems impossible until it's done. Do you ever start a project and say, man, there's no way we're getting through this. There's no way getting through this. And then you sit down and you have a meeting with the consultants, and you have a meeting with the ad people, and you have a meeting with this group and that group and the other group. And it is my belief that the function of most business meetings is to tell you why you can't. And I say that because most of the business meetings that I've ever been to, we spend a whole lot of time saying, I can't do that. Oh, that's not going to work. That's not going to work. This isn't going to work. That isn't going to work, and that isn't going to work. Okay? Who are your board members? Who's on your team? Who do you go to? Be selective. Dylan, one of his fun things, he's always trying to ask me and Mom about our finances in the household. And I said, that falls into the department of none of your business. Well, why not? I'm a member of this household, and you're 15. And a 15-year-old makes different decisions than the people who are older than that. I'm not saying I'm old. I'm doing that. It's a different perspective. My life is a different perspective. I do not invite everybody to decide what I should be doing. Ain't gonna, never gonna happen. So you should. Your life, you are the chairman of the board. You are the lead actor in your movie. You want to win? Find better people to be on your board of directors. Find better people. Be careful who advises you. It's not that people are necessarily trying to hurt you. That's not it. It's all about perspective and about perception. When we move through a day and we encounter people at various points in time, three things can happen. They can lift us up, they can lead us where we were, or they can bring us down. That's the three choices. And honestly, the idea of it staying where it was before is virtually non-existent. So really, you're looking at two options. When you really get it down to it, they're lifting you up or they're bringing you down. Okay? Make the choice. Make the choice. Remember, you're the chairman of the board. You make the choice who's going to affect you in your life. It is your choice. That's the beautiful part. It's your choice. Troubles come, my heart burden me, then I am still and wait here in silence until you come, still you raise me up so I can stand. Raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong, and I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can. There is no life without His words. Each restless heart beats so impatiently. But when you come, and I am filled with wonder, sometimes I think I glimpse eternity. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong, I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can do. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong and I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong, I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I God who arms me with strength and makes my way. He's on our board of directors. God has never let me down. Not once. Not one second. I've let you down. Oh, yes I have. Yes I have. Turn my back on God. I have. I said, I can't do this. I can't. You're asking too much of me. I can't. I don't have it in me. And I'm very happy to report God is very patient. Very, very patient. Persistent. Extremely persistent. And very, very patient. He allows me to make mistakes. And then, interesting enough, will put people around me that says, here's a better way to do things. Try this. Give this a shot. Always, 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 always. Fall 7 times, stand up 8. I'm going to fall a lot. Have, gonna, do. It's a part of living. It's a part of being a human and living in this little, beautiful little echo chamber here. Where the only thing that matters is what's going on in the echo chamber. And in that echo chamber, boy, I will talk myself into some amazing things. I will convince myself of some of the most amazing things about myself. I will talk myself into, I can't. I will talk myself into can't. Shame on me. Shame on me. It's not that I can't. I just haven't learned how yet. Now, that might not happen in my lifetime, but that doesn't mean I need to stop trying. I want to learn how to fly a plane. I can't afford to do that right now, but I tell you what, before I leave this planet, I will be leaving this planet in a plane that I'm flying. And coming back, and coming back down. It's kind of an important thing. There's the going up and there's the coming back down. So I'm convinced that I should jump out of an airplane. That's an entirely different situation, but you feel free to GoPro that right on your helmet there, sweetie, and I will watch the video afterwards. Absolutely. But there's nothing that says that I can't, other than me. The only thing that says can't is me. And my board of directors. My board of directors can talk me into can't do. Yes, they can. Be careful who you put on your board of directors. God's on my board of directors. Absolutely. Since we are surrounded by so great a cloud of witnesses, let us also lay aside every weight and sin which clings so closely, and let us run with endurance the race that is set before us. What is the race that's set before us? It is this thing called life. That is the race that we are to run. All right, so what's our fuel on this race? How do we get to the finish line? What do? We love on each other. Love the Lord your God with all your heart and all your soul and all your strength, and love your neighbor as yourself. That's it. That's it. You want an official notice of what your a mission statement? There's your mission statement. Love the Lord your God with all your heart and all your soul and all your strength, and love your neighbor as yourself. That's the mission. Love gets used a lot in that phrase. A lot. Love gets used a lot in the Bible. How many times was that? Oh, I should have written that down. I had it in here. Anyway, like 14, no, 14, like 3,000, 4,000 times love gets used in the Bible. I could have had a V8. Yeah. That means it's important. You know what other word gets used a lot in there? Sin. Sin gets used a lot in the Bible too. You know where sin comes from? It's a Swiss archery term. Means miss the mark. It's a derivation of a Swiss archery term that means missing the mark. Now, which one sounds worse? I sinned, I missed the mark. Well, which one would you use to control people? Sinner. 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 Hey, you missed the mark, man. You missed the mark. Here's another arrow. Try again. Take another shot. 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 The Olympics was just on, and I was watching the air rifle thing, and these are not air rifles like you find down at Walmart. You know, remember the little pump action BB gun Daisy thing? No. These things are like $3,000 high tech. Shoots a little pellet thing like 800 yards. It's an air rifle, and it does this kind of thing. And I was watching this ladies competition, and this wasn't this most recent Olympics, but the last Olympics, okay? The shooter, all she had to do, literally, all she had to do was hit the target that she was shooting at. Anywhere on the target, and she was going to win because she was so far ahead, right? She shot and lost. She shot somebody else's target. She thought she was shooting at her target, and she just went to the right, just a slight bit, and hit somebody else's target, which counts as a disqualification. Wow. Now, does that mean she's not allowed to shoot competitively anymore? Of course not. Does that mean she can't come back and try in the next Olympics? Of course not. It's going to be hard getting over that, because people saw it. You know, you work and you train so hard for 4 years, and this might be the only time that a world audience is looking at you, and there's the world audience looking at you. You shoot at the wrong target. That'd be embarrassing as all get out. Just want to put my head in a hole. And that is the time to stand up tall. Fall 7 times, stand up 8. Some of the greatest failures in the world are not failures at all. D.F. Skinner, what are they? It's not always a mistake. It may simply be the best one can do under the circumstances. The real mistake is to stop trying. The real mistake is to stop trying. Quitting. Winners never quit. Quitters never win. You see it on all those sports movies and stuff like that. You hear that all the time. There is a truth to that. Don't quit. Don't give up. Don't ever give up. Never quit. No matter how bad it seems that it's getting, never quit. Never give up. It ain't over till God says it's over. Where is the finish line? There isn't one. You want a reality? There's your reality. Where is the finish line? There isn't one. It's all a race. From the day we're born to the day we pass, it's all a race. If we wish to see it that way, if that metaphor works for you, great. It's all a race. Where's the finish line? In heaven. In heaven. Heaven's everywhere, so point in any direction, it doesn't matter. In heaven. That's where the finish line. Run the race. You're in it. Might as well run it. Tortoise and the hare. Slow and steady wins the race. Yeah, sometimes. Sometimes really fast is kind of fun too. Get into a car, 150 miles an hour, 200 miles an hour, skipping down the road. That's kind of fun too. Who's on your board of directors? And how much importance are you going to give them? How much credence are you going to give them? And how are you going to live your life? Take a choice. Because the choice is ours. Every day it's our choice. We can live our life however we choose. We can live it like we're getting close to the end, or we can live it like we're just beginning. Or we can try it this way. Said I was in my early 40s with a lot of life before me. A moment came and stopped me on a dime. I spent most of the next days looking at the x-rays, talking about the options, talking about sweet times. I asked him when it sank in, this might be the real end. How did it hit you when you get that kind of news? What did you do? He said, I went skydiving, I went Rocky Mountain climbing, I went 2.7 seconds on a bull named Fu Manchu, and I loved deeper, and I spoke sweeter, and I gave forgiveness that I didn't deny him. And he said, someday I hope you get the chance to live like you were dying. He said I was fine to be the husband, but most of the time I wasn't, and I became a friend would like to have. And all of a sudden going fishing wasn't such an imposition, and I went 3 times that year. I lost my dad. Well, I finally read the good book, and I took a good hard long look at what I could do if I could do it all again. And then I went skydiving, I went Rocky Mountain climbing, I went 2.7 seconds on a bull named Fu Manchu, and I loved deeper, and I spoke sweeter, and I gave the forgiveness that I've been denying. And I said, someday I hope you take the chance to live like you were dying, like tomorrow was the end. You got eternity to think about what to do with it. What should you do with it? What can I do with it? What would I do with it? Skydiving, I went Rocky Mountain climbing, I went 2.7 seconds on a bull named Fu Manchu, and I loved deeper, and I spoke sweeter, and I watched an eagle as it was flying. And he said, someday I hope you take the chance. I hope you take a chance to live like you were dying. Yeah. Like you were dying. Take a chance, take a shot. Step into it. Don't let life happen to you. Happen to your life. Be selective who's on your board of directors. Take a step. When you fall down, stand up. And if you need, put your arms out and let the angels that are in your life lift you. Because they're there. And the angels that are there for you want you to succeed. They want you to grow.